Hey Pisceans, how y'all doing? Welcome. We're going to be taking a look at your mid-May check-in. So in your meditation, I saw the image of a frozen lake, and I felt like I was like as the Piscean collective looking down at the frozen lake, and I saw a foot, like as in y'all's foot, going and stepping on the ice, and the ice just started to crack a bit. And then it kept stepping and it looked like it was going to crack, but it maintained its, structure. And then I saw this beautiful, humongous gray wolf. And the first thing I want to say to you is that wolf energy is very much with you during this time. It feels like a protective wolf energy. It feels like it's guarding you. It feels like it is protecting you during a time in which you are being encouraged to do whatever you need to do without worry or thought to what needs to be done or anything outside of what you feel like doing in the name of self-nurturing and self-care. That feels incredibly important to say. So I saw the wolf and I saw you kind of just sit down where you were on the ice. And it felt very calm, by the way. Sit down on the ice. And then I saw you guys kind of freeze, your whole body freeze and go into sort of like a living stasis. Then I saw the wolf kind of circle you and rest its like head on your like frozen shoulder and kind of just look out. And I got this sense of like, don't worry about a thing. You do you. You be there. You do whatever you need to do in the stillness. Be in your own space, and I will hold down the fort. Nothing is coming anywhere near you. Don't even worry about it. Which is brilliant. Wolf energy is similar to Hierophant energy, which is Taurus energy, which speaks of everything being exactly as it's meant to be within a divine standing order and structured system. Whenever I see the Hierophant in a context, it feels like, there's no such thing as have-tos or must-dos or should-dos. Everything is exactly as it's meant to be. Everything is absolutely correct. So continue doing what you're doing. It's almost as if an art student is walking into a room and everyone is doing still life. And then you guys are like breaking out with the abstract Picasso. And the teacher's like, huh? You're in the wrong class. And the wolf is like, this is like the Pisces still life, so mind your business. This is what wants to come out right now, so take a couple steps back. It's that kind of feeling, but it feels so supported and wonderful. So yes, let's go ahead and see what your cards have to say. Hey Pisceans, let's go ahead and see what your animal energy is for the second half of May. What is going on for Pisces? Second half of May. Oh, perfect. Oh, I'm so happy to see this. Okay. So we got the Moth here. This is really beautiful because this speaks of taking the time that you need in each stage that you need to be in, okay? There's the egg, there's the caterpillar, there's the cocoon, right? And then there is the fully formed flying moth, air energy, right? So this is really fascinating because you cannot rush the cocoon stage. And that's where I feel like you guys are being encouraged to live in. And whatever that is for you. Some of you could be literal, right? And some of you, it pertains to one aspect of your life that you're letting cool on ice while you focus on others, right? But moth energy is so beautiful because it really encourages us to not just take our time getting to where we're going, but allowing ourselves to really treat each stage in that process as its own victory and experience. Moth energy is also about allowing yourselves to be seen. So I feel like there's a certain aspect as well. That was another part of your meditation that I left out. At the end of it, I saw you guys in the ice. I saw the wolf guarding you. And then I saw like one green eye, which is really interesting because the moth is coming up. I saw one green eye at the Piscean collective, like shifting towards the wolf. And then it began to thaw. And it felt like springtime came. Very Narnia, actually. It felt like springtime came. And it was like, because you took that time, you're ready to fly on out of there. So it was She's really powerful. You know, Moth also equates to a bit of a Page of Wands energy, which speaks of that living initial fire, that courage, that excitement, that new path ahead. You know, Wands rule the realm of the actions that we do or don't take around the work that we love to do and our interpersonal relationships about which we are passionate, right? So there's something in that for you. You know, also there's an aspect of this with the Moth energy that's coming up. You know, we are in eclipse season. We are in the time of the full moon in Scorpio. We are in Mercury in retrograde. Energetically, it's a very full time. So within that, the fact that this is coming up, you know, also with the light and the shadow, that's another aspect of this time I should mention. Like, you know, we're being invited during this time to integrate our shadow aspects, to look at the parts of ourselves under this influence that maybe aren't our favorites and bring them into integration. Denying them, ignoring them, looking the other way, they're still going to affect us, just subconsciously, just through fear-based choices. So being made aware and accepting them is allowing us to integrate them into a yin and yang balanced experience, so that we are not just living a balanced existence, but we are able to make choices from love, because we understand and have acknowledged the parts of us that are fearful. Okay? And that feels really important. All right, let's see what's going on. What is going on for Pisces for the second half of May? Oh! It like wanted to come out, but it was resistant, and then this one wanted to come out, so I'm going to take... Actually, there's 3 here. I feel like they're all yours. Let's do it. That's really interesting how that came out. I feel like there's a message in that for you because there's an aspect of like merging with the cocoon and everything, right? So first you got the moon here. So this is you guys here coming up in your own reading with the moon key. You know what's also interesting here? We're talking about the full moon in Scorpio. Then we have the moon here. The moon traditionally is about, you know, embracing the unknown, living in the questions, but what? Diving into the shadow aspects of ourself and the subconscious and gleaning what is there for us. It's a strong intuition, embracing the questions, living in the unknown. But it's also about, you know, the moths are nocturnal. You're being asked to allow yourself to do some shadow work for sure, right? 2 of Wands. Now this came out in the reverse, so let's talk about this. And I actually got this as well in your meditation, an aspect of this. So 2 of Wands in the upright. Remember, we talked about Wands. You got the Page of Wands here. 2 of Wands in the upright is very much about facts and figures and details and focus and really perfecting what you do and staying ready so you ain't got to get ready, a la RuPaul, right? So there's an aspect with this when this is in reverse in this context that kind of came up in your meditation of you've already done the work. You have already done the work in terms of, you know, manifesting your best reality where your work is concerned, your relationships. I feel like there's a lot aligned for you already. It doesn't feel like this energy of going back to the grindstone or starting from scratch. You've established so much already. You have already planted the seeds. You've already told the soul. My God, Southern coming out. You've already toiled the soil. Ooh, she from the South, though. You've already done all of that. And Spirit wants to come up and really recognize that for you. So because a lot of times if we can alleviate ourselves of the need to keep going and pushing when we intuitively feel like doing less or going within or freezing off or putting into stasis one aspect of our life, it can be very helpful to recognize what we have done and not what maybe we have left to do. We shouldn't necessarily measure what, you know, our success in terms of what we've done based on what we have or have not manifested yet. Because then where's divine timing in that? Allow for divine timing. Go to the ice if that's what you need to do. Star. Watch the Aquarius reading if you would. That's coming up for you here. You know, the star, this is, again, Aquarius energy. This is divine hope, great faith, love, wishes fulfilled. It's absolutely such a beautiful, hopeful energy. And what's really interesting about this is if you look at this oyster here, it's closed, right? Kind of like you being frozen on the lake, and then it opens to reveal the pearl. Do you know how that pearl is formed? So foreign agents try to get all up in this oyster, right? And then the pearl is formed as a defense mechanism to keep those foreign agents out. And the pearl in itself becomes the prize, right? And then we're looking at you in the meditation going into a frozen state, right? Under which you are well cared for and protected. And then, you know, kind of coming out like it's springtime, right? So it's really interesting. I'm really getting a very distinct call because we're nighttime, the lighthouse. Look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this. Your 1 reversal is in the daytime. Your 2 uprights are at night. And then we're looking at you frozen in the stillness, right? Not going and getting it, knowing that you've done so much already and that you're being called, the things that are going to come up during this season for your attention and focus. There's this call to be still for them, right? And around them. A little gnat flying around, sorry. So it's really beautiful, actually. You know, also given that we are in the age of Aquarius as well, I sort of feel like this kind of speaks to, there's an aspect of it where, especially if you are in the healing arts or if you do work that makes your piece of the world better than how you found it, if you are humanitarian minded, any of that applies to you, then I feel like this is a special note for you as well, that it's just as important to know when to go inside and, you know, sit with the energies as they are from a self-care and stillness perspective as it is to get out and do the most, right? So I feel like there's something to that. You have a nocturnal animal here in the moth, right? That's attracted to the light, like the lighthouse, right? You have the owl, which, you know, like Ted Andrews says, the sun lives through the owl at night. So there's that aspect of seeing well through the darkness, right? And then the 1, 2 of wands in reverse, light of day. Like I really feel like there's this call here to recognize how far you've been and know that your wishes, what you desire, what you truly want and deserve, it's coming to you on the other side of going within. Okay? But there is work that wants to be done within and through you, for sure. I really want to get advice. Let's get your advice. Advice for, let me straighten these out, Pisces. Oh! Stop it! Stop it, but don't stop it. Are you serious? 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment? What did I literally just say? What did I literally... These are the 2 cards in the whole tarot that represent wishes. What did I literally just say? That wish fulfillment is on the other side of you doing this work and going within? Are you serious? 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment. So, so beautiful. Interesting. She's wearing a green dress. The color green feels very important. Yes, the color is the heart of the green chakra. Brilliant. But I'm like getting impatient with myself. I'm like, yeah, talk about the chakras. But there's something here around, why am I getting that? I'm getting Cinderella a bit randomly, but isn't it always random and not at all? Something about the pumpkin and the fireplace is giving me Cinderella. Vibes, the dreams that you dream will come true when you wish. What's that song that she sings? When you wish upon a star, no matter how something far you are. Something about the dreams that you dream will come true. There's something about that. And look how she's chilling. It kind of looks like her eyes are closed as well. There's something about this for you. You've already done the work. You've already set yourself up for this. But the energies as they're coming forward are going to be inviting you, right? To go within a cocoon of sorts. Also, this could be just related to one. I'm not saying it might not be literal where it's like, you know, go and like hermit yourself for 6 weeks or anything while we get through this energy, but it's move through this energy, I should say. But this could be one part of your life that you are literally putting on ice, right? There's something in that. There's something in that. You could have been really pushing forward in terms of, you know, making a business work or doing your best work, and you're feeling the need to focus elsewhere and put that on ice and let the universe respond to the work that you've already put into it and go focus on something else. Maybe you want to focus on your physical health and really, you know, work on that, whatever it is. It's a lot of different things, right? because this speaks of physical health and wellness as well, the star. Wish fulfillment. This is really beautiful, you guys. It's right here for you, right? It's right here for you. It's really beautiful. Let's get an oracle. I'm feeling like the vintage. Let's see. Yeah, a couple of major arcanas here. I would very much watch the Aquarius reading, for sure. Okay. Let's get you guys an oracle. Whoa. Oh, look! At the bottom is strength and it says star on it. Really nice. Okay. Ooh, we got 2. Oh my gosh. Look at this. Okay, can you see this? Okay. First of all, reflection. Is this not like stillness and going within and being frozen on the ice? I'm here for it. Perception. Now, this is really interesting as well. You know, when we were... reflection, perception. You know, I part of me wants to take this literally and call it the ABCs and the 1, 2, 3s and say that reflection shifts your perception. Like that's really what I want to say with this. Like, reflection shifts your perception. You know, I want to take it back to Cinderella. I don't know why she's showing up in this reading, but let's go with it. You know, Cinderella, at no point when she was, you know, being mistreated, I'm talking about the Disney version. I know there's like I think there's like a Brothers Grimm version. I can't remember who did the original Cinderella, but it's a much darker tale. I'm talking about the Disney more well-known version because that's the version with which I am most familiar. When she was cleaning out the fireplace and playing with her little bird friends and all living her, you know, housekeeper life, you know, she never sat down and just cried and went, you know, the world is against me and I'm angry and I'm bitter and I'm going to spit in their stew and I'm going to be over here stealing this out of stepmama's purse and I'm going to go over here and try to swindle or start a rumor to mess with those stepdaughters that are mean to me. She never did that. She never did that. She focused on what she loved. She focused on her little bird friend. She focused on feeding the chickens. She was always singing a song. Her perception, right, was what aligned her to be that vibrational match that the prince met and fell in love with. Do you think that ball would have gone the same way if she showed up to that ball, right, with a bitter energy that was like wounded and like, you know, I'm not over my father's death. I've been so mistreated and oh God, I'm just so angry at the world. Dance with me. You know what I mean? Like, there's something in that. The fact that she was able to like rise above her circumstances and not look at herself as a victim or anything other than just like what she had to be grateful for. That is what aligned her to the path that was always meant to be hers. Again, reflection shifts perception. There's something in that for you. There really is something in that for you. And it's really beautiful. And again, going within the ice, that can also be seen as a point of reflection, right? Going within. So it's really beautiful. And again, wolf is a very strong totem. I can feel it. It's a very, very strong totem for you during this time. Look out for the wolves. It just feels like it's very much with you. I'm hearing that seeing wolves or seeing signs of wolves is a direct message from spirit that your Hierophant is with you, meaning you are on your highest and best path. All right, Pisceans, I'm sending you so much love. I so hope that this helped and resonated. If so, please let me know in the comments below. I love reading your comments, okay? So talk to me. Let me know what you think and let me know where you at. Please like, share, subscribe. I would so appreciate that. And with that being said, just thank you. Thank you. Beautiful, lovely, amazing Pisceans. Thank you so, so much for being here. And as always, and most of all, thank you for being you. And be well. Until next time.